What's up guys, Slump here, and today I'm bringing you a video on the 3 potential franchise changers, X factors, whatever you guys want to call them, in the 2018 NBA draft. Now keep in mind, these are most definitely not my top 3 prospects in general, but their unique skill sets and personality plus their upside, it wouldn't shock me if they were to eventually win an MVP or be the key part of a team's championship run. So with that being said, let's dive into my first prospect on the list. Up first, we got the man with an incredibly high ceiling, but also a remarkably low floor. His name, as you all may know, is Trae Young, or as I like to call him, the light-skinned Lou Williams. If there's anybody in this class that deserves props, it's gotta be Trae Young. As entering the college season, I saw him as a, fringe second rounder to undrafted prospect, and many mock drafts, had the same. So with that being said, you gotta give the man props for even jumping into the first round and eventually becoming a lottery pick. And even mid-season, the kid was going top 3 in many mock drafts, alright? We've all heard the Steph Curry comparison, obviously, and although I don't trust it considering, there's Steph Curry 2.0 in Denver at this current moment, you guys just gotta understand that there's a good possibility he dominates at the next level regardless. Now, offensively, yes, he has a lot of potential, but defensively, there's not much there, alright? He struggled mightily in college, not only lacking athleticism, terrible size, and he just doesn't have the defensive IQ, alright? The kid is 6 feet with no shoes on and weighs just under 178 pounds. Luckily for him, offense is what brings the spotlight, and with him being a constant threat the second he steps past half court, that is something that'll have fans cheering wherever he ultimately lands. I mean, ESPN literally had his stat line over the digital scoreboard for the entire game, man. He's got the sports world in his hands. Low-key, Young seems fake in terms of his personality, like not really saying what comes to mind in these interviews. He always tries to use a politically correct answer, which, okay, is fine, but for him to excel, he needs to get into it more. Trae Young might have bust written all over him, but the superstar and MVP potential is there, especially if he ends up somewhere like Chicago or New York. Okay, so watch out for that. Secondly, we got the prospect that without a doubt has the highest ceiling in the 2018 NBA draft, and his name is obviously Michael Porter Jr. Now let's be honest, if he never had that back injury, he'd probably be number 1 on all our big boards, but obviously that's not the case. And just today, the kid had a hip strain, bro, before his pro day. Like, now he has to go through all this. He has to take another physical. His physician has to clear him for his pro day. And teams are obviously going to bring in their trainers, bring in their personal team doctors, and take physicals of him themselves. Okay, they're not willing to take that risk. Which leads me to believe that all these smoke screens being tossed around, like Sacramento taking this kid at number 2, Memphis Grizzlies really eyeing him and potentially trading up to the number 1 pick. I don't know who these people are, but NBA Draft God on Twitter, yeah, this dude's wild. Like, he just keeps tweeting about the Memphis Grizzlies for some reason, expects me to believe him. No, okay, I think Michael Porter Jr. will fall later than we expect, or obviously another team trades up for him. The thing is though, this draft is going, bro, when I say this draft is going to be completely mind-boggling. Okay, we might see prospects fall way later than they should, and that might be the case for Michael Porter Jr. Like, if he actually does have to cancel this pro day, things might go bad for him. Okay, we might see him fall to like number 7. Chicago doesn't even have to trade up, they can take him. He might even fall to the New York Knicks. Okay, we have no idea. But this draft process is going to be wild for this kid. All we have to do now is wait 1 more week and we'll see all the results. But listen up, man, okay? The kid, even like he's getting compared to KD and Paul George for his play, but I see it, okay? I see it. But the thing is, he also has KD's personality, alright? He's soft. He talks himself up without really giving us a lot of context, thinks he's the best player without giving us evidence, and then also he cares so much about what other people think. It makes no sense to me. So obviously he's going to have to work on it, but the thing that can make him a superstar, obviously, or an X factor, a franchise changer, is his play, okay? If he reaches his potential, there's no doubt that he's going to be a top 5 player in the league. The question is, can he stay healthy enough to reach that potential? Will he be in this league for at least 10 years? Will he just fan out, or will he become the next Kevin Durant? We have no idea. but if it plays out in the way it should, and hopefully it does, the kid's going to be an all-time great. There's no denying that. Lastly, we got the kid Marvin Bagley. Okay, now trust me, okay, I'm not sure any big man's going to be the true #1 player in this league until like 10 years from now. But even then, Marvin Bagley is going to be a top 5 player if things pan out for him, okay? And when I say things pan out for him, I mean he gets drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies. Now on offense, he's kind of a complete project. He has great handles for his size. He's a 6'11 power. I believe he's 6'11. I'm gonna have to check back on that, but I am 99% sure I saw that he was 6'11. He is an explosive athlete, has a lot of fluidity to his game. He's brilliant in the post. I'd like to see him, improve his jump shot. That's something I was high on from him coming in from high school, but in college he didn't display that he was a consistent shooter at all. We need him to improve his 3-point shot. Like, it's a need for him to eventually become a superstar, okay? Now, when we're talking about the things he needs to work on, it's obviously defense, and he needs to add to his frame, okay? The jump shot is obviously going to come sooner or later. I am 1000% sure he's going to actually work on it. But if he can fill out his frame, he's going to be in a good spot, even defensively. Defensively, the kid has a high motor, and like I said, he has great athleticism. When you mix those two together, you typically get a good defender, right? Well, that's not the case for this kid. He lacks defensive IQ, which is why I truly think that, Memphis would be a great fit for him to learn behind Marc Gasol and to play aside him at the 4. That'd be a match made in heaven, to be honest. You got a high-scoring forward that you desperately wanted, and he could also improve with the help of your veteran, who your franchise covets, in Marc Gasol. That's a perfect fit in my opinion. Now, in terms of him as a person, from what I can sense from his interviews, he's a really smart kid, man. Okay? He might not be as intellectually advanced as a Mohamed Bamba, but the kid has a great head on his shoulders. And the way he finessed Nike today made my day. The kid signed with Puma. Why? Because he knows, #1, they offered him the most money. Okay, good job. Secure the bag. But #2, he's going to be the face of their company, at least on the basketball side of things, for the remainder of his career, man. Okay? He's literally the guy on Puma right now. He's going to be the focal point like Steph Curry has with Under Armour, like Michael Jordan had with Nike back in the day. He's brilliant. And with that being said, guys, those are my 3 X factors in this draft class: Trae Young, Michael Porter Jr., and Marvin Bagley. Out of the 3, who's most likely to bust? Trae Young. Who's most likely to have the best career? Marvin Bagley. But the wild card will remain and will forever remain Michael Porter Jr. He may end up like the next Greg Oden, or may end up like the next Kevin Durant. Who knows? Okay, who knows? But regardless, I'm willing to bet that he becomes an all-star. So yeah, guys, leave your comments down below on who you think will be the X factor in this draft class. Let me know your thoughts down below. And with that being said, make sure to leave a like, and most importantly, subscribe if you are new. I should drop a video, I think, on Saturday, basically describing what makes a bust a bust. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because a lot of people have misconceptions when it comes to the bust notion. So yeah, peace out.